Hey everyone. It's been a very long time since I've actually put anything on YouTube, at least on this channel. I've put a few things on our church channel, but I'll get to that here in a second. We have been very busy in my household. First of all, I want to apologize big time that I have not put anything out there for a while. Some of you are waiting for an update, have asked for an update. They're waiting on the edge of their seat for an update, and a lot of you just don't care, and it doesn't matter either way. Apologize to all of you, but this is for all of you so that you know what in the world is going on in my life, so that it's not like I fell off the face of the earth. I want to let you know that my project, the Optimus Prime trailer, is still on my radar. I still am going to finish it. I've got a lot of money wrapped into it. Just like I said, it's going to take a long time. Some things came up that we didn't plan on. Good things, not bad things. And I'll show you here in a second. Actually, you know what? Why don't I just go ahead and start the slideshow now, I guess, and I'll just do a voiceover of what's going on. So what we did is we decided to finish our basement, and by finish our basement, it was a complete overhaul. We have a 1923 home, and we had a pretty large water problem in the basement. Somebody had previously tried to partially finish, I guess. They had like a playroom of sorts, and in some of these slides you can see some of the tiles that were put down that were all peeling up, and some of the really bad painting that was down there. We just decided finally, it's time. We need some more room now that my daughter's getting older. She's about 2 years old now, believe it or not. I finished Devastator right before she was born, so it's been 2 years now since she was born, and so we needed some extra space, and we wanted to create some extra living space. So we had some money that we wanted to get into that with, and so we decided to completely redo the basement. We waterproofed it completely inside and out, so no water's getting in that basement now, and we decided to, like I said, finish it. I did all of the work myself, and as such, as soon as my Christmas play ended that we wrote for church back in the Christmas of 2012, the second week in January, the people were here breaking ground and breaking up the concrete. So as soon as that ended, I went straight into this project, and it went from like just instantaneous work. And I worked every night until 11 p.m., 12 p.m. When I got home from work at 6, I took like a half an hour break for dinner and whatever, and I got working on it. And that went from, let's see, it went from the second week in January, so January 8th, I believe, and I finished it, finished work on it, principal construction, and Mother's Day. So it was kind of a nice Mother's Day for my wife. We didn't get all the furniture in there until maybe a few months ago. But now I'm finally getting to the video, and I've actually been looking forward to this day for quite some time, where I can actually show you guys what I've been doing, and so that you know that I actually created a room specific for the my hobby. Along with her, we share the room, and so I guess from that point, I don't know where I am in the slideshow now. I guess I'll have to edit it down so that it kind of matches up, but I'll go ahead and take you downstairs so you can see what we've done and the difference here. So here we go. We're heading down to the basement now. we just got this new door put in from the old door, so there's still a couple things left to do with it. Like right here, I had to cut out the old deadbolt area and things, so it's a nice new door. Anyway, here's all the new paint and drywall and new shelf. I think I'm going to put some of my transformers along here that I don't have displayed. So we head downstairs, got my utility closet in here with some brooms and vacuum cleaner and such. Here's my office desk. It's a little tight down here, but yeah. Here's my captain's chairs, TV, and finally I got most of my transformers all on display. There's still some in a tote, but I'll figure out what to do with those. Got a couple paintings here that my brother-in-law made for me when we finished the room. So this is our media office room area. That's just a utility closet where the gas line and water line come in. Nice TV down here, PlayStation, and a couple things. It's kind of a neat little comic strip that my mom gave to me years and years ago when I was a kid, and I got it into a room down here, so you can pause it there if you wanted to read it. Obviously, here's Devastator on display, with some other figures to show the scale a little bit better. And then I've also got a digital picture frame back there, so that I don't have to change between modes. So that people, when they come down here, I just have it on a slideshow that shows each mode. That actually works out quite well, so I don't have to transform back and forth, so they can actually see what the vehicle modes look like. So that's kind of cool. Got my different sections here, and got a little scene going on from the first movie with Barricade and Sam. This is a neat scene with the... I know this isn't really what I did, but I'm just kind of proud of it. Got Starscream holding Cliffjumper's head there. He's surrounded by his Autobot friends, and they're all kind of like ticked off and stuff. But anyway, I just thought that would be fun for you guys. But back to what I did. Created a laundry room down here. For my wife, and so she's pretty excited. And the ever important beer fridge, of course. So got the essentials. There's actually a secret doorway behind this cabinet here, which is kind of cool. You take the bar off, open the door, got some chips and beer mugs. There's a door handle there, and you open this, and the entire cabinet opens up, and there's a crawl space behind there. So it's kind of neat. Anyway, getting back to, and then here, right, is our craft room. And so this is actually where my wife and I will be sharing our hobby. We'll put some Christmas lights here on the old sewer stack so it doesn't look so just out of place, and just kind of spruces, Pinterest it up, as my wife says. It looks like something on Pinterest. Got a utility closet here with laundry chute now, and got some storage for crafty stuff. Got my Dremel and different things. Got different tools or whatever. But now here's the cool part too, is that I've got all my parts and parts for the project. There's the side of the trailer, and I got some different pieces, and so got my tools, all my work tools, and I got paint in a separate thing. There's the project right there. So it's in queue, I should say. Got all my Lego bits in old formula containers, so that's kind of useful. Actually, I'm going to obviously tape what each one of them have in there so that I know, so I don't have to look in each one every time. Oh, these, if you see these scattered around, these squares, I've got them scattered around the room here, and it is a transformer room after all, so why wouldn't I have cup holders that transform too? So that's kind of cool. They're boat cup holders. Found them online for relatively cheap, and since these chairs don't have cup holders, they work quite well. Keeps them out of kiddo reaches. So, and these chairs, you know, they recline and they pivot and they rotate and everything, so it's very nice to sit down here and enjoy a movie. One of the coolest things about down here is the ceiling, in that the ceiling, as you can see, they look like big tiles, like a drop ceiling tile, but they're actually 3.5 foot by 4 foot. Oops, I don't know what just happened there. Oh, okay, good. 3.5 foot by 4 foot drywall squares that I put J-trim on, and you see the painted screws, so that way if I ever need access to my ceiling, such as wires or pipes or anything like that, then I would be able to just go ahead and take these down. And I only had 7.5 foot ceiling, so I couldn't put a drop ceiling in easily. So, and I would lose all my headspace. So I created these tiles. This one's actually a full 8 foot sheet. Just it worked out perfect that way, you know. I had to trim around some pieces that I could not get rid of. I gotta stop the video here shortly, but here's my water valve for my spigot outside, so I got access to it, and another pipe that was hanging down just low enough where I couldn't clear it. But yeah, these tiles can come down with ease, and it's like a drop ceiling, but it's not finished, so if I ever have an issue, it's not going to be catastrophic where I'm going to have to patch it. So that's kind of neat. All I have to do is just replace the panels. So each room has its own set of panels. There's my access panel for my water, for my washer and dryer. So that's what I've been up to. Like I said, I'm going to get back to the project. I've got the room to do it. Oh, this is a closet underneath. We got some ottomans for those chairs and some storage here for my transformer hobby and things. But yeah, I'm going to get back to it. But I've got to write I'm writing the Easter play. It's the sequel to the Christmas play, and I got to write that, and we're going to do that from January to April. And then I actually also have a classic car that I wanted to start tinkering with out in the garage. Sorry, I'm just walking around aimlessly. I'm just trying to finish up here. Got that classic car I want to tinker with a little bit, so I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but I do have the room now. I've got the space, a dedicated space to work on it, so that makes me feel better, and we'll get to that eventually. It's coming. Thanks for sticking with me, and hopefully this video finds you well, and I hope you're excited to actually hear something from me. But I'm only going to do this once, and I rambled a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and hit stop before YouTube kicks me off. And now my daughter's calling me from upstairs. Yes, Jovi, I'm coming.